Hello, my name is Sean Deacon and I'm joined by Malia and I'm interviewing her about her personal interests. Okay, right, let's start. I just want to start by asking, what is your general background? Where are you from? Uh,
Okay, so I am from Gravesend. I was born in Gravesend. I am half Portuguese, but I've never actually been to Portugal.
huh.
My dad is Portuguese and my sister is Portuguese, but they actually live in France. So,
Oh.
yeah, a little bit of confusion. But yeah, I am half Portuguese and I went to St George's School. I went to Ruton Road Primary School and I'm 18. That's
Yeah.
a general
Good enough
background
background.
info.
Uh, can I ask, why does your dad live in France?
Yeah, I mean, he's always lived in France.
Oh, has
He
he?
moved from Portugal to France when he was about 15. He had relationship problems with his parents and he went and lived with his sister who had already moved to France. And he came to England to work because there would be more work available. He couldn't speak a word of English. And somehow in that first year of him moving, he met my mum. And my mum's really good with languages, so she picked up Portuguese really quickly, and they was communicating loads. And I don't really know how. I don't understand how she learned it so quick, but she did. And then she got pregnant with me, and in that time, my mum started showing signs of craziness, and my dad was like, I can't deal with this, and moved to France.
Oh, wow.
And that was what happened, yeah. So now he lives in France.
With his daughter.
Yeah, with his daughter.
That's just nice.
Yeah, I know.
Do you see him anymore?
I see him once a year if I'm lucky, maybe at Christmas
Okay.
time. But yeah.
I mean, once a year is better than
Nothing, I suppose.
Some people have never seen their dads ever.
Ever,
so,
no, yeah. Some
yeah.
people's dads are dead, so
Yeah.
I'm lucky in that respect.
Mhm. Do you have a relationship with his daughter?
Yeah, I mean I do. I don't really speak to her much, and there is a little bit of a language barrier.
Oh.
She speaks fluent Portuguese, fluent French, fluent Spanish, and a little bit of English. So
She definitely just hates the English.
yeah,
Just can't
definitely,
be bothered.
definitely. But yeah, I can speak to her. I did learn Spanish at school, so I picked up a bit, and I mean I've forgotten it all now. But I did speak to her then, and she's actually got a lot better at English now because she's actually worked in a company where she's sort of the language person because she speaks loads. So she sort of has picked it up more and more and more as she's been working there. So we can have a proper decent conversation now. But no, I'm not gonna lie, we don't speak very often. But we never really had that relationship.
Oh, well, that is why I wish I learned another language. You can get a lot more jobs.
Yeah, you can.
And more money.
And more money,
I
yes.
mean, that's all I really care about, money. I'm terrible at that. Obviously, you mentioned before that you live in a hostel and you live by yourself. Like, what is that like for you? Is it better, more freedom and all that?
I mean, honestly, it was so much better than living at home. I mean, I'm not really sure if I want to go into all this massive detail, but cutting it short, my mum's an alcoholic, and living with her was an absolute nightmare. And I saw some things that I never wanted to see, and I was caught in the middle of things that I never wanted to be caught in the middle of. And actually, the reason why I was moved into a hostel was because me and Mum went to France at Christmas. She got really, really drunk, went absolutely mental at me, put a knife up to my dad, and left me in France.
Oh.
She drove all the way back, and I had to get a coach back on my own.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and she told me I wasn't welcome back.
Wait, how old were you then?
17.
Oh, okay, just say.
I wasn't really
I was
young, no.
10, you know,
No.
I mean,
No, I was
Okay.
17. But yeah, I was still young really. I had to grow up.
Well, I looked at your Instagram, because I need to. You have a lot more posts than me.
Yeah, I know, I'm terrible.
A lot to go through. I mean, the amount of times I saw your mirror, astonishing.
Don't, you're embarrassing me.
But what I found is that you're a big fan of tattoos.
Yes,
Yes.
I am a big fan of tattoos.
How many do you have?
I have 2 at the moment, but I have 2 booked in as well.
I do.
Yeah.
What ones have you got booked in?
So I've got one booked in for the 26th of October, and it's going to be a love heart that's made out of flowers. So it'll be like the flowers on one side, and then the leaves like sort of making the love heart shape. But I'm going to have it quite big on my leg. And then my other one is huge. It is a very, very colourful, big, I can't actually remember the bird's name now, it's really bad. Really colourful bird, load of feathers, load of really...
Peacock.
Yes,
Right.
that's it, a peacock, yeah. I'm having a massive peacock going all the way from my thigh, all the way up to my ribs.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, it'll be really colourful and lovely.
Do you want more?
Yes.
After 4?
I want so many more.
Covered.
If I was a billionaire, my entire body would be covered by now. Yeah.
Oh, well. I mean, I like tattoos, but I don't know if I want to be covered. But
Well, maybe not my face, maybe not my
you've
hands.
got very hard to get a job if it's on your face.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless you're a rapper.
Look a
these
bit
days.
thuggish as
Yeah.
well. Not the kind of vibe I want to go
Getting
for.
tear under the eye.
Oh God, yeah, they're awful,
I've
aren't
killed
they?
someone there. That's
Yeah, yeah.
what I mean.
Teardrop.
I remember you telling me once that you didn't go to school. Alright, so what was that like? Do you mean that? Do you feel like you lost out on experiences?
No, honestly, well, I suppose, I don't know. So year 11, I didn't go at all. So I went all the way up to year 11. I got really, really ill in year 10, and it was halfway through year 10 where like I was sleeping all day in class, in school, in a little quiet room. I've got ME, and ME is chronic fatigue syndrome.
Oh, I could say what that.
Yeah, it's chronic fatigue syndrome, and it basically just means that I'm completely exhausted. But I'm so much better than what I was.
Still suffering from that. Or?
I am suffering from it, yeah, but it's nowhere near.
The wrong word. But, I mean, you know what
No,
I mean.
but it sort of is. It is the case. I'm nowhere near the level that I was at before. I was actually in a wheelchair for a time. My legs were like they just weren't working. Nothing was working.
Very well done to you from getting out of a wheelchair.
Thank you. Yeah, I did. I managed to get out of it, but school was one of the main things that was deteriorating my health because it's so much stress, so much pressure, and they actually wasn't very supportive at all. I did teach myself everything, so I wasn't just not doing anything. I wasn't in school, but I was researching, I was doing absolutely everything that I could to make sure that I got the best grades possible, and I did actually pass everything. I got 3 6s and 5 5s.
Wow.